for Exodus. All right, the analyst desk thinks that Flipside is going to win, and it is time to proceed to this match. Taking away the commentary is going to be Wave and Lawler.
Thanks so much, Axel Toss. I'm Wave Punk, joined here by Lawler. And Lawler, we have the North American David versus the EU Goliath in this lower bracket match, and I am so excited to see how this is going to go.
Yeah, we're going to see some of the veterans versus some of the new guys. I mean, you said how welcoming they were, and we actually got a chance to talk to them a little bit behind the scenes, which was really cool. And trying to console them, these guys are like, well, what do we do? Like, the mental game is definitely playing a role for both sides.
Absolutely.
Talk to Flipside, they're like, yeah, we just joke around, we have fun. We make fun of each other, we poke each other's nose while we're on stage. Like, they keep it lighthearted and keep everybody, they understand it's a game, but they understand it's also important. So it's
Absolutely.
a good balance. And the younger guys just don't have that voice. And I was talking to Garrett, I'm like, where's your guys' voice? Who's your man that's going to be the one to calm them down? You saw how well Vogan did it and was able to clutch it in the end for his team by just calming his teammate down. They had one of their own players saying, we lose.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So it's going to be a mental battle, but you look at these guys, Goliath versus, like they've got a tough battle ahead, but they both can take it. We've seen this Exodus team go through a bunch of name changes.
We've seen Exodus do this before, formerly known as Vex. They've beaten I by Power a number of times. They've already defeated one of the three giants from EU and Maka EU, and then dropped Northern Gaming, but now it's all about Flipside. We've got Exodus in the orange, Flipside in the blue. Game one getting set on DFH Stadium. Right now, Mike rules with ball control. Garrett's going to take it from him, send it to the back wall. Marky's waiting, gets it over the top of Turtle. Back and forth between these two teams. They're both going aggressive.
Yeah, you saw that shot coming out early, but Cookster able to flip in front of it, barely knocking it out. But the pressure from Exodus coming in early, and Moses is going to get the first goal.
First point on the board for Exodus. They strike early, and it only took them 19 seconds.
Garrett doing a really good job using that backboard, very similar to that Northern Gaming style that they were talking about on the desk. Using the backboard to draw out one defender, and then another following through for the shot.
4:41 left to go. Exodus up by one. Draw first blood. Match against Flipside. Moses and Turtle up on the offensive. Cooks are able to send it to the far side when Marky picks it up, carries it back. Cookser takes a shot and scores. It's a tie game.
Very good answer coming up from Flipside Tactics. You see this shot coming up. Marky positioning, rotating back around using the drift, and then trying to carry it up a little bit, but Cooksy flying in and taking the shot. A beautiful pass off. It's exactly what we expect Flipside to do.
And the early goal from Exodus and the immediate response from Flipside. Tie game as we move forward here. Turtle picks it up. Cookser takes it, pushes it back to midfield. Very similar setup to where we had last time. Turtle now going to be able to put that one onto the wall. He's there with Marky. Gets it over the top of him, pushes it into the orange corner. Garrett rotates out of goal, gets it over Mike. Cookser's up for this one, gets it before Moses can touch it. It's going to hit the top of the crossbar and bounce out. Turtle follows this one. Marky is there. It's pressure from Flipside's coming through, but Garrett able to get that one cleared into the blue.
Really smart clear, nice and gentle too, showing patience, not trying to force anything. And that's why they get compared to Northern, is the way that they play smart. You heard Gibbs mention that Turtle's one of the smartest players. He's not afraid to dribble it upfield against a team that is so dominant in every category.
Garrett now, ball control up in the air, try and drop it down for Turtle. Cooks are able to interfere, keep that shot from materializing. Now he's on the wall, sets that one out. Marky's up for this one and taps it just wide of the goal. Garrett able to pick this one out. Let's see if they can transition out here. Turtle has it in the corner, but Mike able to take it. Moses, last line of defense, comes up, able to interfere before Mike can take a shot. It goes to the far side. Now Garrett into the middle, over to the corner where Moses is waiting. Mike's able to get it past it, put it all the way back into the corner. I see Moses, Garrett, all of Exodus here need to fall back onto defense. Now they're trying to position out. Cooks are keeping that pressure on. 3:19 left to go, still tie game.
Exodus doing a really good job on defense, not being afraid to work the field. You see that ball getting played up over their net and then played again across the field, just trying to do anything to distract this team of Flipside.
Mike puts it into the corner. Garrett is there. He goes for some bumps as Moses comes in to provide pressure. Turtle falling back to pick up boost. Now rotates back into the middle. Keeps the pressure on Flipside's half. Puts her up on the wall. They'll try and carry this one out and over. As his teammates hang back on the defense. Marky's up for this one. Misses the touch. That leaves it with Garrett in midfield. He's going to be going back into the corner now. It's a demo. Mike had the demo onto Turtle. Marky had a shot, but Moses was able to get the save away. And now we see Exodus with ball control again.
Yeah, they're going to play it upfield here. Really smart touch. Just trying to keep this up in the air. We talk about how good Flipside Tactics' ground game is, but you know they're going to get up early and contest those as well. You see Marky trying to show an attempt of it there.
Garrett able to carry that one all the way onto the backboard. Turtle's here to put it up above the crossbar. Cooks are able to send it to the side before Moses' shot could come in. Turtle keeping that pressure on. Moses back passes to Garrett, who keeps in the corner. Turtle's waiting for the setup, see if he can get it around him, but Mike able to interfere, keep that one away, picks up ball control and transitions into offense.
Not only do they do that, they have another player sweeping in and getting a huge bump on Turtle, puts him out of position, and they're able to bring that onto the offensive side.
Now Garrett with ball control at the middle, 2 minutes remaining, past halftime, game number 1. Cookser picks it up, pushes it over the top. He and Mike can be moving up on offense. Marky's waiting in the middle, who takes a shot downfield. It's gonna go in. It's 2-1 for Flipside.
Flipside doing what they do best. Best pass game in the game. Marky over to the middle and then played beautiful in off the nose off that crossbar. Such a hard one to defend. Even harder when there's nobody in goal.
Absolutely, yeah. You gotta have some presence if you want to be able to get that one out. 1:50 left to go, and Flipside has taken the lead up by 1 for Exodus. Marky sends that one on the backboard. Turtle's there to pass down to Garrett. He's able to move up the field, but Cookser picks it up, pushes it up to Mike on the backboard, or the corner. Now Marky at midfield takes a shot. Mike's gonna try and redirect this one around Moses. What a touch, it's 3-1.
Mike staying so patient up top. He has all the trust in the world for his team. He got boost, denied one, and then still rotated back to net. Most places you want to rotate back on defense and give help to your team, but he's like, no, I got the 2 best players in the world behind me to support.
He had 2 goalies screaming in there. What a touch. Flipside, their passing game paying off in dividends right now. They're up by 2 with 1:27 left to go. Garrett able to send a long shot towards the net. It's going to go just wide. Cookser picks it up, wraps it around the corner, and drives it out. Now Moses with a shot at the backboard. Turtle's here. If he can just push this one towards the goal, he does, but it's soft, and Mike able to clear it away. Garrett rotates in from the back. Solid pressure from Exodus, but interrupted by Mike. Turtle responds well, puts it back into the corner, pops it out to mid. Marky's there, but Garrett able to win the 50-50. They're keeping it on Flipside's half. They just got to be able to take a shot.
Yeah, back and forth. You know this pressure's going to come out.
Down into the box, final minute of gameplay. Exodus needs 2 to force overtime. Garrett sends this one onto the backboard. Turtle is there, no one really home in defense. Moses comes in, but his shot goes high. Garrett with the follow-up, drops it in, and it's a 1-point game.
This is, oh my, Garrett to a T. You see this pass coming up from Moses, recognizing 2 players on defense, and Garrett getting a ridiculous angle, putting that straight down, using the bottom of his car to hit it, just lighting up, so it slides in.
46 seconds and only down by 1. Exodus is threatening to tie this one up with Flipside. Here comes Turtle, pushes it into the corner. Solid presence from Exodus. Cookser's touch is light, but Marky is there to send it back into the orange. It's going to hit the backboard of Exodus as Garrett takes this one around the corner. Now they're going to be moving forward. 32 seconds left on the clock. As Mike Rules is able to push this one around. Marky is there. No one at home on the defense for Exodus, but Marky was not able to take a shot. Cookser pops it back to the middle where Garrett is there. He sends it towards the net. Marky had rotated back into defense, but his clear drops it back into his own territory. Moses tries to get up on the wall. 15 seconds left for Exodus to tie this one up. Garrett puts it on the backboard. Mike clears it away. Marky's there. The passing game is just so strong. They get it down the field so quickly. Now Moses up on the side. 4 seconds left for them to carry this one, and they're going to have to make a full court carry if they want to keep this one alive. They've got it up to midfield. What a touch from Turtle. Can Garrett finish this one off? Oh my goodness! So close. They barely lose, and Flipside hangs on by a hair.
You talk about that full court carry, and that one touch was able to go, and then Garrett doing what he does best, playing off the help of his team, and he was so close, just barely hitting that bar.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my Garrett too. These guys, they came so close in that one. This one, the first game going to Flipside, but my goodness, Exodus made them work for it so hard, and I would not count them out at all in this series.
No, you see Exodus coming out very strong. Just the pass plays from Flipside dominating so far. I would like to see one of these teams step up and take it to that next level like you saw Flying Dutchman did in Game 5, where they just put a whole new level of pressure on. Such fast pace from both of these teams. They match up very well against each other.
Absolutely.
And that's why you see teams like Northern Gaming and Flipside go back and forth. Statistically, they're almost identical, and that's why we call Exodus like the mini Northern Gaming.
Mini Northern Gaming, that's right.
They play so similar.
But Flipside there, with their passing plays were utterly incredible that game. Able to get the ball down the field immediately, and if they can get their accuracy on point, Exodus is going to have their work cut out for them just to keep their goal clean, much less getting the ball back onto Flipside's side to score.
My voice is actually kind of happy Garrett didn't make that. Only because I don't know if I can handle it. So What a beautiful shot coming out these guys, showing that they are definitely in this to win it. Both teams fighting nonstop.
We'll see how it moves forward here. Game 2 moving on to Manfield. We'll be able to see if Exodus is able to respond to that first win from Flipside. They came so close to tying it up there at the last moment. Garrett takes a shot right early off. Here's that fake kickoff that Flipside likes to do. Cooks are passing over to Mike, but Mike was a little bit farther upfield. He would like to be. Now Garrett able to take a shot towards the goal. Marky's there. Cookser into the corner. Mike can be rotating out of goal to go pick up Boost. Marky needs to move back. He actually feels backflip. Can Moses put it in? He's going to whiff that one, but Turtle is there to get it around Marky, and that's the first point on the board for Exodus again.
Big mistake from Flipside here. Garrett plays that up, and Marky trying to rotate and get in the way of this. Just doesn't know what to do and gets caught out of position. But that touch by Turtle, getting up, rotating his car, and hitting the hood to completely put that on the opposite side. It's very, very difficult on defense to change the momentum of your car, and doing a very good job. What beautiful recognition from Turtle.
Interesting fact, they both scored those goals at the 19-second mark from the first game and the second game. Fun fact from Exodus there. Mike Rule's going to pop this one off the wall. Moses is there to keep the pressure on for Exodus. Cookser last line of defense as Marky rotates in behind him. He doesn't get it clear, but Marky is there. Puts it up onto the wall. He's going to try and pop this one out, but Garrett with a shot towards the net, going to be going high on the crossbar, and Cookser able to clear it back into the corner. Moses keeps this offensive going in the very neutral 50-50. Turtle pushes it through. Marky on the wall, clears it down to Moses, who takes a shot, and Garrett finishes. It's 2-0 Exodus.
What a beautiful read by Moses, showing patience. He gets the stop here, and then has a teammate of Turtle flying through and completely gets it. Marky doesn't get the clear he's looking for, but still, all three players ready to attack.
Amazing plays here from Exodus, using that passing plays that we like to see from Flipside as well. They're going to be up 2-0 within the first minute of game number 2. Moses able to push that one back into the blue. Here comes Cookser across the top, up to Mike, who's in an aggressive position. Great angle, but Moses able to get the save and keep it away.
Those pass plays have got to be scary coming up from Flipside. They attack so quickly, and those passes are always on point.
Turtle and Garrett now moving back onto the offense. They set that one out for Moses, who puts it above the crossbar. Can Turtle or Garrett finish this one? Cookser is able to interfere, but Turtle in a position to carry it back into the corner. Marky going to try and push that one through, carries it around, and now Mike able to pick it up off of Marky's bumper. Pass it through each other around the players. He can Cookser finish. He goes up and still in the box, and Garrett clears it into the corner. A close moment there for Exodus, but they hold on.
Garrett showing up on both offense and defense, rotating in to make that crucial save, keeping them at a shutout. It's a matter of how well they're moving back and forth. They're actually controlling most of the possession of this game, despite a couple key plays coming out and defensive mistakes from Flipside.
Marky Duda sends that one onto the wall. Moses sends it back to midfield. Mike rotates out of goal and gets it past Turtle. Up onto the backboard. See if they can get this one around. Here comes Flipside on the offense. Turtle Spider-Man clears it around the corner, but it's slow. Here you see Flipside continue to provide pressure. Moses on the wall pushes it away into the far corner. It's a nice long offensive coming out from Flipside, but not many shots materializing just yet. They send that one just a bit high of the goal. It drops down on a sloppy clear from Turtle. It pops back up. Cookser's still there. Can they put this one in? No. Moses finally with the clear up to midfield. You see Flipside hightailing it back to defense.
Really good job from both sides trying to put on the pressure, but Exodus handling the pressure.
Oh my
and then
goodness.
getting beat by it as Marky flies in.
You saw Flipside starting to fall back on defense, but then that bump from Turtle actually helped Marky get turned around just in time to send that one screaming towards the goal. There we go. Flipside's on the board. You see them continuing on here with 2:39 left to go, approaching halftime. Flipside needs one more to tie it up. See how they are able to pull this one off. Exodus up on the offense again. Garrett dropping this one down in a great position. Cookser wasn't able to clear it, but no one was there to finish. Cookser now pops that one out. Moses goes on the backboard, and here comes Turtle. Try and put it in. It goes wide, but here comes Garrett from the back. Can't get it past Mike. Marky able to pass it around. Mikey going to take a shot on the net. Turtle's there to put it. He bumps the goalie. Can Marky and Cookser finish? They do, and it's a tie game.
What a tie game coming out from this pass. You see Mike putting it up, and then after that shot, bumps Turtle just in case. And then the pass, it's a beautiful laydown to Cookser, who puts it right next to two players. That placement was perfect.
Tie game in game number 2. We've been here before. 2:16 left to go. Anyone's game at this point. Exodus scored early, and Flipside was able to bring it back. Marky now taking a shot on the net. Garrett is able to get that one away. Shot was a bit wide. Turtle gets it around Marky. Cooks are able to rotate in. Two players for Flipside in the orange corner as Moses pops it up on the wall. Now Mike's shot going a little wide. Garrett puts it on to the far wall. Marky reads it so well, sends it to the far side where Mike is waiting. A solid passing coming out from Flipside again. This is what they're known for. Cookser's shot going to be going high, but it's bouncing back down. There's Garrett trying to pop it out of his own half, but it's a sloppy clear, and Marky Duda able to pop this one over there. Now Moses down to Garrett. See, this has been, again, a long offensive from Flipside. They really have been able to maintain a lot of ball control. See if they're able to finish this one off. Cookser with the mind game, gets it past one, but Moses able to read it and pop it away. Now Marky Duda onto the far wall, where all there is Exodus, and they'll be able to transition this one out.
Cookser doing a really good job at going for patience and not making crucial mistakes. He could have went up and contested that early, but would have thrown him completely out of his position. He stayed grounded, waited for it, and it allowed him that shot opportunity. It's just the defense from Exodus coming up to keep this tie.
1:07 left to go. Final minute approaching. Still tie game in game number 2. Moses with a shot on the net. Cookser's there to pop it up, and Marky picks it up. Sends it onto the far wall. Moses tries to interfere. He gets it over for Garrett, but Cookser wins out the 50-50 and sends it onto the far wall. 53 seconds left in the game as Garrett takes a shot. Mike and Cookser both go for it, but Marky able to stay heads up in net. Gets it past one. Takes it into the orange. Mike and Turtle with the 50-50 leave it on the wall, and Garrett will come from the back to send it back over to the blue. 40 seconds left on the clock. He gets it past Cookser, but Marky, last line of defense again, able to get it around. Moses is up. He's higher than Marky. He sends it into the corner, where Cookser's going to have to pick this one up, push it out. 30 seconds left on the clock as Turtle able to push that one towards the goal. Mike picks it up. Back and forth, bit of ping pong happening between these players. Both teams reading each other very well and not wanting to be the team that makes the mistake in these last 15 seconds of the game. Turtle tries to pop it up. Flipside on the offense. Cookser's up, but he misses, and that's going to leave it with Garrett up in the corner. 10 seconds remaining. Flipside on the defense. Moses pops it around towards the goal. Marky clears it away. Can they finish this one off? Final second. They got to keep it alive. There's the setup. Cookser able to clear it, and we're going to have overtime. Cookser,
really smart play, just getting up in the way and putting that back down to the midfield, allowing them to get into overtime. Doesn't want to risk it.
See Cookser pop that one over.
Oh.
Moses' shot went just a bit wide. It was close. Turtle tries to push it over. Now Flipside up on the offense. Gonna hit the backboard. Marky gonna pop it towards the goal. And here comes Cookser to finish it off, and it's a 2-game lead for Flipside.
Beautiful control from Marky coming out. Following this one up, the ball gets played over. Marky jumps up, rotates upside down, and then when he hits that, he jumps again, flicking it with power against that backboard. Perfectly placed for Cookser to take that victory.
My goodness, this has been such close games, but both times we've been able to see Flipside come out on top. Once with just barely holding on in the last second with an overtime or a buzzer beater goal not quite going in. This time with overtime, able to finish it off in 16 seconds. Flipside taking the 2-0 lead.
This is when the mental game really comes into play. We need this Exodus team to realize, yeah, we may have lost, but it's only been a 1-goal difference. They came up strong, and that's a little bit demoralizing. Being up 2-0 and then having this team come back with 3 goals to answer and take the win, that's a difficult challenge to overcome.
Absolutely, and it's interesting because the earlier you get out to that lead, the more time you give the other team to kind of get into comeback mode and come back into that. So they were able to get those 2 goals very, very early on, gave Flipside the entire rest of the game to come back into it, and they got to be able to score. They want to be able to take it to Flipside, who is known to always be able to have such an amazing offense.
There's something about this Flipside team that likes playing from down. They come back so strong, I think it allows them to get in their element. They realize, you know what, we've got nothing to lose right now. Let's go all in. And that's where they play their best. The amount of aggression when they go back and forth is just insane. You saw those pass plays, and you see how well that they do that. The quick change of possession, playing it off that backboard, getting first to the ball is where they are so strong. Someone has to go and contest that, otherwise it's going to be big trouble for Exodus.
Absolutely.
They lose this, and they're out.
Absolutely, yeah. Exodus now on the line. They're down 2-0 in the series. They got to do the reverse sweep now. We've already seen one in this series, or in this event. See if they're able to pull it off. It's all up to Exodus right now as Flipside has been able to eke out every win in the series. Now, maybe the rain will make a difference. Maybe Flipside will be slipping around a little bit more and Exodus can score. But, I mean, Exodus has been scoring just fine. They just got to be able to hold on.
Very difficult to do against a team like Flipside.
Cookser down to Marky. Small passing, able to send it into the corner. Here comes Mike, but Garrett able to interrupt that one. Now Cookser with ball control, sends it onto the backboard. Turtle's there, back down into the corner. Marky able to wrap that one around. Moses in goal, clears it up to the mid. But the midfield defense from Mike Rules keeps that ball in the corner. The ball has spent basically the entire first 30 seconds of this game in this corner. Cookser takes a shot, and that's first blood for Flipside.
Why not put it in the corner of the net after it's been in the corner of their side of the field this whole 30 seconds? Ball coming up, Cookser getting a beautiful shot, placing that perfectly against Garrett. Garrett could have probably slammed on the brakes and tried to get far. Cookser taking the placement on the bottom right. Very difficult save. And again, Cookser showing his accuracy, one of the best in the business.
4:27 left to go. First goal scored around the 30-second mark. So Marky falls back on the defense. He's been the first back on defense a lot for a player that we consider to be one of the best offensive players in the game. Get Cookser to the best of the business. Now Cookser back, able to pick that one up. He's going to carry this one. Get towards the goal. He's going to drop it in with the double touch. Oh my goodness. 2-0 Flipside.
Cookser just knowing the feel of this, gets it up and plays it high. As soon as he does it, starts feathering his boost, making sure to conserve it, and then rotating his car perfectly to play that down at an angle to put it into the net. There is nothing you can do about that on defense.
First Pluto and now Cookser, the double tap goals coming in hot today in the RLCS. Mike Rules gets demoed by Moses, but Cookser able to send another shot onto net. Garrett has to make the cross field save. Ball again in Exodus territory. Cookser over to Markey, gonna try and pass this one around. Moses pops it out, but Cookser interrupts it and keeps it on the Exodus half. Exodus, having been able to score very early on in the first 2 games, has yet to get a point on the board, is actually having trouble getting the ball out of their own half.
Yeah, the pressure coming in, and you see a lot of that too based upon the setup. You saw them go for yet another fake kickoff early there, and it allows one to get boost. They play it up very quickly, and then they take that attack. You saw Cookser get a shot for free almost right after it.
Cookser up to take another shot. Turtle's there to clear it away. Markey falls back, puts it into the corner, giving his teammates time to get position behind him. Moses dropping this one down. Garrett is there, and he puts it in. It's 2-1 for Exodus.
Good counterattack from Exodus coming out. This ball getting played on accident by Markey, hitting that. And Moses already waiting for it, gets up early, and that backboard playing gets straight back down for Garrett. Garrett able to spin around and celebrating a little bit here, gaining some confidence back.
That's right. They have nothing. They shouldn't have any lack of confidence. They've been right there every time. They just got to be able to make that final push and get it past Flipside, put a point on the game board. See if they're able to get this one around. Cookser there to interrupt. Garrett puts it onto the backboard again. Moses is in position, but Mike able to interrupt, and Markey's up so quickly, trying to push the counter play. The zone from Mike. Oh, but Garrett from the side clears it away, and they're able to keep this score marching at just 1.
Those rotations showing why they're so important. Rotate back and help your team. And that shot coming out in a beautiful save from Turtle.
Now Moses on the counter play has got it up in blue corner, is going to bounce down, but Cookser able to clear it into the corner. Fast aggression coming out from both teams, and excellent defensive plays keeping these offensive movements from materializing into what they need to be. Turtle able to put it up on the wall now. He and Garrett moving up together. Moses roaming at the midfield, waiting for a pass. As Turtle falls back for boost, Moses will rotate over and pick up ball control. Gets a pass, Cookser. Markey able to backflip that one onto the wall. Mike picks it up. Over the top of Turtle, gets the demo onto Turtle. Now Garrett with the clear, had lots of time. Able to drop that one down. Markey is right in front of the goal. Garrett couldn't finish it off, and it's still a 1-point game for Flipside.
That was a huge mistake from Flipside, putting that down in the middle. I thought Garrett, he's one of the best, if not the best in North America at shot percentage, and just his accuracy is unreal, and I can't believe he missed that.
Oh man, Moses with a crazy move there. He got bumped and tried to make the best of it. Cookser able to clear it away. Moses still at the midfield, pops it out for a teammate. If anyone can get there, it looks like Mike's gonna be the first one to touch it. Takes a shot, but Garrett able to clear it. Now Moses into the far corner. Markey and Cookser falling back. Cookser picks this one up. 1:45 left to go, still 2-1 in favor of Flipside. Turtle pop goes off the corner, and Cookser's able to drop it down. Markey wasn't able to be there. Moses clears it away in time and keeps the pressure on. He's downfield with no one in front of the net. See if he can put this one out for a teammate. Markey Dudov pops it onto the wall. Mike Rules will respond. Over to Markey again. Amazing passing from Flipside once more, but Garrett able to provide pressure, push it back into the blue.
Exodus doing a fantastic job after they get that pass play settled, and they don't really get a goal out of it. They're still doing a really good job pressuring that ball, trying to get cleared out, and they hit it right back in. It's allowing them to keep these shots going.
Cookser gets it past one, but not past Turtle. Up on the backboard, Mike Rules able to clear it away. He pops it out, solid clear, puts it over the top of Garrett with 1 minute remaining. It's all down to this. Exodus needs 1 point just to stay alive in the tournament right now. Mike Rules coming in to try and finish it. His shot goes wide, but here comes Markey on the return. Tries to pick up the rebound and shoot. Moses with a shot onto net, goes just wide. Turtle's there, it pops up. Can Garrett finish this one off? It goes just over his head, and Turtle has to clear it away just to keep it away from Flipside players. He pops it back over to the middle. It's going towards the net, but Cookser in goal, able to clear it away. This is solid offense from Exodus with 30 seconds left. This is what they need, but that's a tearaway goal. Nobody back on defense, and it's 3-1 for Flipside.
So frustrating to have all that pressure come in, and then just one mistake on defense. All 3 players are pushed up, so aggressive, just hoping they can sneak one in and tie it up. And because of that, a big, long shot goal coming out from Flipside.
And that's that situation where you send everyone up on offense because everything's on the line and you have to score. And you know, the extra goal, it's unfortunate, but Exodus was giving it their all. Garrett clears it into the corner. 18 seconds left. They got to score like right now if they want to have any opportunities. But Mike rules with ball control. Tries to get it past Moses, who puts it in the corner. Garrett's there. It's not going to happen at this point. 10 seconds. 9, 8. It's counting down for them as Turtle and Garrett move up on the offense. If they can put one in, they might have a buzzer beater, but it's hit 1 second. You can't score 2. And Flipside Tactics will move on, taking the series 3-0.
Flipside showing why they're so dangerous, and he's getting to do exactly once. Marky making some teenagers cry, coming out so strong, showing why they're regarded as probably one of the most favorited in this tournament.
Man, that's got to be rough for Exodus. They had such an amazing run. They were able to knock out Market EU and then face a dominant Northern Gaming team, and now going to fall 3-0 to Flipside. But every game was so close. There was no blowouts. Every single game. They played so hard. Well done by the boys from Exodus.
Right, this is exactly why we watch these series. Everybody's going to see it and be like, yeah, Flipside 3-0, no big deal.
Yeah.
That definitely does not tell the story of this Exodus team. They're getting the love from the crowd here, showing the effort that these guys have put in. Expect them to be back and even stronger next time.
Absolutely, but well done by Flipside. They move on in this lower bracket to face I don't remember who they're going to be facing off against next, but they are going to be continuing on in this series. We will be dropping it down to Golden Boy on the stage with Marky for an interview. Golden Boy, take it away.
Thank you, gentlemen. Marky, congratulations on your victory. Give it up for Flipside Tactics. Great job, great job. So, how does it feel to know that you have this literal god on your team named Cooks here? Because this guy, he's amazing. He's amazing.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yesterday, I may as well have not even been there, and Cooks just went and scored every goal he went for. You know, every time Cooks had space, I was like, oh, I'll just, check my phone, check my Twitter.
So Exodus, obviously a great team, no slouches there. They really brought it to you at the opening of a couple games, but you guys were always able to answer back right away. I guess as soon as that first goal would go through, what was the thought process for you guys? I mean, obviously keep your heads in the game, but what else? What were you saying to your team to keep them in it?
Well, Cooks was shaking a wee bit. I don't know if he was cold and nervous, but I was just like, it's okay. You've done your part. We'll play well today. So. I was just making sure everyone's calm, everyone was focused, not getting hung up on conceding a goal or anything or a miss or something. We just played our game and we played well, yeah.
So, and of course, it was obviously very, very relevant in the game. You guys did such a phenomenal job. But you move on in this tournament, one step closer to the final. You're making a loser bracket run here, or a lower bracket run. You also have the Flying Dutchman that you're going to be facing off against as well. Thoughts in regards to that match, because they have been on a tear lately?
I mean, I don't think we've ever lost to the Flying Dutchman, so it's true. I don't think we have ever lost to the Flying Dutchman, so I think we're very confident. They're probably crapping themselves because they're like, oh no,
Keep going.
I reckon the Flying Dutchman would have been pretty happy with fourth, so they're not gonna be.
You were just so mean. My goodness. You know what? That's why we love you. Marky, congratulations. So Flipside all the way?
I hope so, yeah.
So a lot of confidence that you just said, I hope so. I respect it.
I hope so. I think I'll be realistic, I mean, if we play well, we'll win, but...
If you don't, you lose. Hey, it's that simple. Yeah, it's just how it works, competition. Anyway, Marky, thanks so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. Guys, give it up for Marky Duda. This guy's amazing. All right, we're going to go ahead, toss it over to our analyst to break down that matchup.
Thanks, Golden Boy. And Flipside, as you guys predicted, taking out Exodus. Of course, Exodus showed a lot of fight, and honestly, a great team, and they'll be back. But that does mean that 3 North Americans are not out of the tournament. There's only 1 North American team left, I'm Power Cosmic. But in that match, Flipside versus Exodus, just dominant play for Flipside.
Really, a very impressive 3-0, but like Luller said, that 3-0 does not really tell the storyline. These were some close matches off the bat.
Yeah, they started out. Exodus actually played really well. Games 1 and 2, just heartbreaking losses in both of them. But Flipside, that's what they do best. They win close games. And right here, Garrett off the post, and then it hit the ground at 0 seconds. Such a heartbreaker there. But they still battled back in this game. But Cooks here, shot location on point as always.
Yeah, Marky You know, he gave a lot of credit to Cooks, but really you got to give some credit to Marky as well. This one was all Cooks here. That off the backboard double tap was absolutely insane. You can see Cooks just off the bounce, passing to himself once, passing twice, and then follows that and taps that in. That was a very big goal, but really a team effort from Flipside.
Yeah, but the Exodus was hanging in there. Like Garrett played really well, Turtle played really well, but Cooks here is just too good in that Batmobile. I think he's in the Justice League, the next movie. I'm pretty sure.
He should be.
Italian Batman. Yes.
Like, I'm down to watch it. It can't be worse than Batman vs Superman. So.
Oh, goodness. Savage Gibbs.
So, I want to announce the MVP of that match, and I think the crowd knows it, everyone knows it. Cookser is your MVP.
And that hairstyle is also like an MVP, but he's just been on fire. And he is feeling the pressure as well, but he's playing so well under it. And Marky, though, he also was huge in that series. Lots of assists to Cooks here, plus to Mike as well.
His hands were shaking, he was still shooting, and he was still scoring an insane amount of goals.
I don't
That's just
understand
Cooks' style.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, Marky was saying, checking his Twitter. So just, all right, Cookser, take it away. You're fine. Open space, he just makes it look easy. Of course, we can try to go home and replicate that. But I don't know if we'll be able
impossible.
to get
No.
to that
He's the
point.
best.
You just hope and pray. When he's in the air, you hope he misses, but it's very, very unlikely.
So Flipside did look very dominant in that series, winning it 3-0. What do you think their chances are, going all the way?
It's going to be a difficult road for them. They're going to go through the Flying Dutchman. They're very confident. Like they said, they have beaten them pretty, consistently in the past, but the Flying Dutchmen are making a run at this live event. But that being said, they just have 2 more series to go through before they make it into the grand final. And depending on how that Northern Cosmic game goes, they have a pretty good shot at making a run.
Yeah, but I think Flipside loves being in the lower bracket. Plus, they get extra games in today, which might hurt Cosmic and Northern Gaming, whoever loses that, if Flipside passes the Flying Dutchman. So
Whoever comes out of the lower bracket will have all that play time going into the final and have that momentum from making that run.
And Flipside also won all their games, and I think that's a pretty big deal too. Because if you're going to the next match and you're like, hey, I haven't lost a game, you got to imagine that momentum should really help them out. Of course, the next match on the stream is the one a lot of people have been waiting for. It's going to be Northern Gaming versus iBuyPower Cosmic. Now, iBuyPower Cosmic is the last hope for North America in winning and becoming a champion at the first ever RLCS International Final. Also, we're revealing a secret next.
What?
We are.
What?
Are we allowed to even say that?
I don't
It's
know.
so secret.
Oh my
They
God.
haven't cut us off yet, so I think we're fine.
Like,
But
Dunham's going to kill us.
Yes, anyone who's a Rocket League fan, don't even leave. Don't get anything to drink.
it's a reveal for
Safe.
Rocket League. Don't go too far. If you're going to go to the bathroom, make it quick because it's going to be super exciting.
I would say don't even go.
Don't even go.
Grab a
just stay.
Gatorade bottle. Sit in your
There you
towel.
go.
Tell your friends to tune on the stream right now because I promise you, we've seen it. It's amazing. All right, we're going to take a break, guys. You are watching the RLCS International Final. Coming up next, iBuyPower Cosmic versus Northern Gaming. And we have a Rocket League reveal. Stay tuned.